Meanwhile, here's Hydrox. He's eating his food. I gave him some of the Nature's Variety canned cat food. That was weird.
Stella, Splash, Simba, Hydrox, and Boo, the LuckyFerals.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm just about to go to sleep. Boo's laying on the bed and Simba's laying on the bed. Let's hope everyone sleeps peacefully tonight. Right, Boo? I just looked in Boo's room and Boo was in the litter box and Splash was sitting right next to the litter box. Like, I don't know what he was doing so close to Boo while Boo was in the litter box, but I didn't like the looks of it. So I was like, Splash, and then he ran under Boo's bed. Hello, Stella. Oh, there he is. He just came out. I'm standing in the doorway to Boo's room, so he's not gonna come through this doorway while I'm standing here because he's still skittish. Right, Splash? Hello, Splash. How are you today? How are you doing today, Splash? Meanwhile, I just got out of the shower and Stella smells the soap on my legs. So that's why she was rubbing up all against my legs when I was filming what's going on in Boo's room. And now she's laying down next to them. Right, Stella? You like the soap, right? And there's Boo. Boo slept in my room all night. He was on the cat tower most of the night, and then he was on the bed, and the door was shut, so none of the other cats could come in and start any fights or anything. And here's Simba. Simba always likes to be in the middle of whatever's going on to make sure he doesn't miss out on any treats or any crunchies. Right, Simba? How are you today, Simba? You being a good boy? What you're seeing right now is this cute little adorable, I don't know if it's like a daisy. It's a little daisy plate. And I got these at the Christmas tree shop. I got them for the cats because they're perfect size for crunchies and they're a perfect size for appetizers. And today the cats are getting their appetizer. They're getting the delectable squeeze up. The reason why is because it's been about a month since Boo stopped his parasite tinctures. He was on some anti-parasite herbs, and you're supposed to, he took them for about a month, and then you're supposed to take a month off, and then you're supposed to go back and take them again, just to make sure you got anything that you did not get the first time. So that's what we're doing. Boo started again on his herbs a day or two ago, and I'm putting together appetizers for all the cats right now. This is what the cats are getting. They're getting some of the squeeze up. Boo's getting his herbal drops inside of it, and they each get a bench and field treat on top. The other cats are not getting the herbs. They have shown no signs of worms, like either before the last round or after. The cats are all eating their appetizers, and Splash is on the top of the staircase. He should be eating his. That's where I put his. Look how fast Boo ate it. Simba ate his. Stella ate hers. Splash is eating his. Yeah, he ate it all before Simba could steal it. It is 10:45 a.m. and I spent the last half hour getting ready for my day. And that's another reason why I give the cats an appetizer, because then they don't bother me for food, because they've had something and they just kind of wait and chill out until I give them their full breakfast. If they did not have the appetizer while I was getting ready for my day, they would be like, you know, bothering me and, you know, trying to get my attention and meowing and wanting to eat. So it helps that a lot. Right, Boo? Boo's just been laying on the bed. Let's go eat breakfast, Boo. Today the cats are eating on their royal platter of peace because I really don't like the idea of them eating on like plastic. I'd rather have them eat on something healthier than that. But I did like the size of that large plastic tray. So I'm hoping, because they got good at eating together on that, that they can peacefully eat on this tray because it is a bit smaller. It's about 2/3 the size of that large purple one. Okay, guys. Okay, eat your food. Come on, Boo. Eat your food, Boo. Go ahead, you could eat. Come on, Boo. I have to get the crunchies. Okay, there we go. I just took a few crunchies to get Boo to eat on it. They all should be good and hungry because it's about 11 a.m. right now. So this is kind of late for them to be eating. Although they did get crunchies last night, like around midnight. But that also does help that it's later and they're hungry, because then they'll eat together more peacefully. Now, if Boo kind of moved here, then Simba would have more room. Boo just came upstairs and he left food on the platter, which to me is amazing. And I did not have to carry him up the stairs. He literally walked away from the platter on his own. And what I do is once he's on the stairs, I just have to like walk behind him and he runs up the stairs in front of me. So that's his little routine thing. When he's on the stairs, he knows if I want him to go up the stairs, I just start walking behind him and he goes up the stairs. So now Splash is going to come over to the platter and then he's going to eat his meal. And Simba will probably go back and eat a little bit more too. What I'm realizing is that this platter is probably too small for 4 adult cats. When the cats were all eating together outside, it was 4 of them, but Splash and Simba were little, like they were just kittens. Even Stella and Boo were smaller cats because they were not full grown. And so it was easier for them to all eat together on the smaller party platter. And this platter is just slightly larger than one of those plastic party platters, the small ones that they were eating on with the 4 compartments. But what I'm realizing is that I need a platter that's even bigger than this one. It is 8:38 p.m. I just got home. I was supposed to be home like an hour or 2 ago. But my plans changed because the local pet store, who has been special ordering the raw food for me, did not have any in stock. Like, they had raw food in stock, but it wasn't the kind the cats like. They had no Primal Raw Rabbit, and they had no Nature's Variety Instinct medallions. So, because raw food, is expensive, I did not want to waste money on food that I know the cats are not going to eat or potentially might not eat. So then I had to make a detour to another pet store that's a little bit farther away that has the raw food. The thing is, though, between the first pet store and the second pet store, I made a few other stops. So I went to Joann's because I had a 75% off coupon, but I did not buy anything. I also went to Bed Bath & Beyond because I was looking for something and I did not find it. And then I went to Home Goods, again, just to look around because I haven't been in there. I feel like I have not been in a Home Goods in months. I did not buy anything there. And then I went and got the cats their raw food. But I only got them like 2 bags, enough to last hopefully a week, because the guy that has been special ordering the food for me says he should have some food in next week. So we'll see what happens. Meanwhile, here's Hydrox. He's eating his food. I gave him some of the Nature's Variety canned cat food. That was weird. I don't know what just happened to him, but did you see that while he was eating? Like all of a sudden he opened his mouth really, really wide and then walked away. I'm wondering if he's having some kind of problems with his mouth or his teeth. I mean, I'm giving him soft food. I'm giving him pate. So there's nothing that he's crunching there. And unless he just meowed. We can't hear what's going on from in here. I don't know what he did. It looks like he's on the other side of the yard and he's grooming himself. So today I bought the cats a brand new large platter to eat on. This is actually a ceramic platter. I got it at Burlington. It was only $7.99, which I think is a good deal. And it's obviously heavier than plastic because it's ceramic, but for a ceramic platter of this size, it's fairly lightweight. This is the purple plastic platter that they have been eating on, and it is exactly the same size as this new white ceramic platter. I think that's awesome because what I said the other day is that I wanted to find another platter the same size as the purple one, just in ceramic, and today I found it, and yeah, that's the law of attraction in work. Okay, here's the platter with the food and 3 cats eating on it. I had to put a little tiny bit of crunchies on it to get Boo to eat from it. Splash is right there. You could easily join them. There's plenty of room on this platter. Now, the one difference between this platter and the purple platter is that the purple platter is completely flat, so the food does not slide around. Or I don't know if you're noticing it, but on this platter, because the edges are kind of slightly raised, the food is sliding down the edges toward the center of the platter. But there's still plenty of room on this platter. Splash could easily join them. Today they're getting the Primal Raw Rabbit Nuggets for cats, and they're getting 2 of the Primal Raw Duck Nuggets, but they're not really fans of those. So what I do is I cut those up and kind of spread them around the platter. Usually leave those there anyway. They could tell the difference. There's also a bunch of water in the middle. I just put a little bit of water on the platter. Right now, Splash is upstairs. Now, I have not eaten my dinner yet either, and it's almost 9 p.m. right now, so I'm gonna go upstairs. It looks like they did a good job of finishing off the rabbit nuggets. Hopefully someone will drink up the water in the middle. Some people wonder why I feed them on a platter, and the reason why is because when they were living outside, that's how they got fed. They got fed on like one plate or one platter or on the party platter. So they're really used to that. They've never eaten on separate plates except for a few days here and there when I've tried to experiment with separate plates. So that's the main reason why, because even if I feed them separate plates, they're going to eat off of each other's plates anyway, just because that's how they are. I think it's different if you have cats that you've, raised since they were kittens and they've always had separate plates, and maybe the cats are not family and they're not used to eating off of each other's plates or off of one big plate. But these cats are also family, so they act different than two different cats that you might rescue separately or adopt from a shelter. The other reason why, of course, is that it's a lot less dishes to wash. Instead of having to wash 4 separate food dishes and or 4 separate water bowls, now it's just like one. Obviously it's a lot larger, but it's still only one. Okay, so right now it's 11:15 p.m. and Splash has been laying on this little rug here. He's been laying there so nicely. And I was just standing here for probably 5 or 10 minutes, and I was just like looking at him and he was looking at me, and we were like just basically staring at each other. Like it was like a staring contest, and he was perfectly fine. And then I thought, let me put the camera on and film some of it, and the minute I do, he gets up and he walks away, and there he is now. So he moved off the rug. So I'm really wondering if I will be able to make better progress with Splash by not filming as much. So that'll be an interesting experiment to see how that goes. Hello, Stella. It is 11:23 p.m. Stella is in her favorite spot on top of the paper bag. We're just about to go and have some crunchies, right, Boo? Okay, so all I have to do is say it's crunchy time and come over here to the play rug, and the cats all show up. So we have Simba, Splash, and Stella, and we have Boo. Boo, you ready for some crunchies? They all have their plates. Stella has the pink one, the 2 boys have orange ones, and Boo has his blue one. Okay, all of the cats are eating their crunchies. Now, crunchies are just dry cat food. This is how they get their dry food. Sometimes instead of crunchies, they get some treats, but I found this is a good way to keep their weight under control, because if they have unlimited crunchies all day, they eat way more than they should. Also, by giving the crunchies to them, right now they're only getting crunchies once a day at night. By doing that, then they eat all their wet food. They eat their breakfast and they also eat their dinner. And they do get a tiny bit of crunchies with the meals, only because I use it as a training tool. And I put a little bit on there for Boo, and then I give them a little bit also. And that's another reason why they get their dry food like this, because by making it something special for them, I could really use it for training purposes. They will pretty much do anything for crunchies. We are now on round 2 of the crunchies. Simba finished first, Boo finished second, Splash finished third, and Stella was still working on hers. There was still a little bit left on her little crunchy plate, but then I gave them round 2. I think this is all they might be getting. Each round is about 1 tablespoon of crunchies. Right now it's a little bit after midnight. I said goodnight to all the cats, and Stella and Simba jumped on my bed. There's Stella, and there's Simba. I guess they plan on sleeping here tonight. Thank you for watching this LuckyFerals video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you'd like me to post more videos, and please make sure to check out these other videos that were selected especially for you.